why do we do log linear regression? The moment you put log on something, its calculus takes on a different turn, and that advantage is leveraged here. So, in a log model, what happens is the coefficients play the role of response to change. Now, it is known as elasticity. So, in a simple regression model, what happens is if you have a coefficient 2 and let's say you increase your independent variable by some units, so your dependent variable will be changed by twice that amount because your coefficient is 2. In a log regression model, that won't be the case. The elasticity will be represented by the coefficient, which means now your whole computation is in terms of percentages, not absolute numbers. So, if the coefficient of a log regression model, let's say, is 2, in that case, you have to interpret that 1% of independent variable change will change the dependent variable by 2 into 1%, which is 2%. So, rather than absolute numbers, you talk in percentages when you have a log regression model. And that is why a lot of people who are dealing with economics, finance, or marketing data, they tend to use a log model. And obviously, the assumption here is that we know that elasticity around that number is going to remain the same, because ultimately, if you go by the pure economics approach, elasticity of anything is dependent on what is the current state of the world, what is the value, absolute number of the variables as of now, and all of the steps remain the same in log regression model, just like a normal regression model. You don't need to be worried about the log term here. Just to give you a bonus here, that when you differentiate x, what you get is 1, which means from a variable you get a constant. But when you differentiate log x, you get 1 by x. So if you differentiate log x, it goes to another feature, another variable. So log differentiation results in change in variable. So log x to 1 by x. Now this is why our log model essentially gives you the percentage comparison rather than the absolute number comparison. Maybe in a future video I will go through the mathematics of log regression versus normal regression and how do they stack up against each other.